Okay guys, I'm back. So now we're back with more stats and probs. Are you with me? And if you're with me, let's continue along with the problems, okay? So far so good, we were able to do until item number 8. Ngayon, we are going to do items number 9 and item number 10. So are you ready? I hope you're ready because it's time for us to continue with our lecture. Okay? So now for item number 9, here's the question. Elijah really wants to use her social media. Okay, so di ba remember ito yung sugo sa jowa ko, di ba? Ang jowa ko, gusto niya talaga magamit ng social media. Alam mo talaga yung social media, di ba? Yung Facebook, Twitter.
Oh yeah, I love social media because this is where I get to text my friends, chat with friends, and play mobile games with them. This is very nice. I love it.
Yes, that's right, Princess Ali. Because that's exactly what online is all about. Pero that's not the point kasi nga may question. And do you know what's the question? Basta mo na. Ang sabi dito sa question na to ay, dude, put the phone down and get your stuff first, okay? Yan, that's better, okay? So yan, tapos ito na yung tanong. However, her parents told her that it is not advisable for her to use her social media at a very young age. Yeah, kasi nga, baka man mo, kung stricto talaga yung mga magulang mo, mga teenagers out there, kaya nga for the sake of teenagers out there, baka man mo, kung stricto talaga yung mga magulang mo, kaya naman, hindi pwede ka mag-social media. Not like, yung mga tao na palagi into social media, na na-addict ka sila, hindi sila nag-focus sa pag-aaral. Pero kaya naman, that's why there's a problem like this. Ang mga teenagers na yon at doon, gusto nila mag-social media. Pero sometimes, the parents, they are just too strict. Lalo na, of course, for the sake of the privacy concern and if the parent were meant to be overprotective. So, yan. Okay? So, now, here's the problem na, okay? So, diba remember, we're not supposed to be talking about social media right now. We are supposed to be talking about something related to stats and probs. So, eto na yun. So, diba sabi ko dito, her parents told her that it's not advisable to use the social media at a very young age. She's only 15 years old. Ayan, diba remember, 15 years old, ibig sabihin, ano yun? Bata pa kasi yun. So, I think if I were to get the child there, siguro that may not be Elijah. Siguro that could be a different one. So, yeah. And that only represents a C-score of -2. So, letter A. So, for the average age of teenagers whose parents permit them to use the social media, requiring that the standard deviation is equivalent to 2 divided by the square root of mu. So, now, ito talaga yung problema. Kasi nga, di ba remember, let's identify the given. So, let's write it down on paper first. So, kagaya ng sabi ko sa'yo, ito talaga yung mga given. So, the given is this. What is our x? Our x is 15, di ba? Because remember, that is the raw score, di ba? X pertains to the raw score. Then, what is our mu? Our mu is, wala tayong mu, di ba? Anong talaga ang mu? Di ba? Kasi nga, di ba, remember, sabi dito sa letter A, we must solve for the average age of the teenagers. That means we are looking for the mean or the mu. So, yun talaga yung hanapin namin. Tapos, ang sigma or standard deviation ay, what is the standard deviation? 2 divided by square root of mu. Di ba, nakita mo dito? 2 divided by the square root of mu, di ba? Can you see it? It's too bright, pero I know it's right here. 2 divided by square root of mu, di ba? Or simply, the standard deviation is just 2, di ba? Tapos, our n is mu. We are not so sure what is the value of mu, di ba? Kasi nga, di ba, remember, the mu, the literal average, and the number of samples is not determined. But, the one that is only distinguished is the value of z, which stands for -2, di ba? So, therefore, now our formula will look like something like this. Do you still remember what is our Z formula for central limit theorem? Eto yun. Di ba remember, ang Z formula is always like this. X minus mu divided by sigma over the square root of n. Di ba? So that is our formula. Now let's input the given. So what is our Z? Our Z is -2, di ba? So yan ang value ng Z namin. So -2 is equivalent to, what is X? X is 15, di ba? 15 minus mu. Di ba? But we do not know what mu is. Tapos, what is our standard deviation? Our standard deviation is 2 divided by the square root of mu. Diba? Kaya lang, eto na yung problema. we have two mu's at the same problem. So how can we solve for the value of mu? Eto na. Kaya nga this implies a lot of algebraic equations and steps. So listen carefully as we go along. Okay? So now let's start. So di ba remember kaya nang sabi ko sa'yo, the first thing that we would rather do is, we're gonna multiply both sides by the standard deviation, di ba? Kasi that's how we're gonna solve for mu, di ba? We're gonna multiply it by the standard deviation. Kaso lang talaga, ang problema lang talaga na yon, ang square root ng mu ay walang square root. There is no value of the sample. Kaya mahirap. Pero don't worry. Follow na lang tayo, okay? Let's just follow along as we go. So, we multiply both sides by 2 times the square root of mu here, di ba? Then, on the other side, we do the same thing pa rin. Kagaya ng sabi ko sa algebra, whatever you do on the left side, we also do it on the right side, di ba? On one side, we also do it on the other side. Like, for example, di ba, remember we have 2 equals x plus 5. So, kailangan tayo mag-subtract both sides by negative 5. And then, x is equivalent to negative 3. Di ba? So, yan. Kaya that's exactly what we're gonna do. So, on the right side, we multiply by 2 divided by the square root of mu. So, on the left side, it's still the same. 2 times the 2 divided by the square root of mu. So, therefore, our equation will look like something like this. So, on the left side, we have negative 2 times 2 times the square root of mu. Diba? Then, on the right side, these will cancel out. So, therefore, we're simply just left with 15 minus mu. Diba? Now, what do we do now? We can simplify the equation by multiplying the numerators. So, therefore, negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. So, therefore, our equation would be negative 4 times the square divided by the square root of mu is equivalent to 15 minus mu. Diba? So, now that is the solution. Now, diba remember, sabi ko sa'yo, we have a mu, square root of mu in the denominator side. And we want to bring it to the numerator. Kasi nga, diba remember, your goal is to remove all the variables in the denominator. Nalo mo talaga when you play the game of rational equations? Diba remember, during the time you naglaro tayo ng rational equations game, like for example, diba remember we have 1 over x plus 3 over 6 is equivalent to 2/3. Diba? So, diba remember, it's just like adding fractions. So, diba remember, sabi ko sa'yo dito, we have 1 divided by x plus 3, 6 is equivalent to 2/3, di ba? Kasi nga 1 plus 3 is 4. And then, if you know talaga the concept of adding fractions, we add the numerators but we cannot add the denominators. Kailangan dapat lahat yung mga denominators, keep them the same. So, therefore, x is supposed to be 6, di ba? So, 4 over 6. And 4 over 6 reduced to a fraction, that is 2/3, di ba? So, di ba remember kaya sabi ko sa'yo, we play the game called rational equations. And di ba remember for this concept, kailangan tayo mahanap ng LCD. So, here we also have to find the LCD here. Pero dito naman, let's go back to base. Diba remember, to find the LCD, what do you think is the LCD here? 3, 6, and x. But let's factor everything before you can get it. X is just simply x. Here, it's 2 times 3. Here is 3. So, what do you think is our LCD? Our LCD is 6x. Bakit 6x? Diba remember, the greatest common factor is 6 and x. Actually, 3 is also a factor of 3. So, a factor of 6. So, therefore, that is already the same. Okay? Like, for example, diba remember we have LCD, 12, and 4. What do you think is the LCD? 12, diba? Because if you factor out 12, 12 is 4 times 3. And 4 is just 4. So, they have a common number, which is 4. But the other one, we multiply it by 3 to make it even. Diba? Kung yun talaga yung may common, we don't need to do it na. We only do it, we only, like for example, if we have 6 and 7, there is no LCD. So, we have to multiply the two numbers together. But here, we see 3 and 6, they are a common factor. Because they have a common factor of 3. Kaya naman, 2 times 3 equals 6. So, therefore, the LCD is 6. Diba? Now, we multiply everything by the LCD. So, your LCD is 6. Diba? Remember here, we have 6x, 6x. Diba? We multiply to all sides. Here, the x's cancel. So, we're just left with 1. Diba? Tapos here, the 6's cancel. That's why we're just left with 3. Dito naman, ang 6 at saka yung 3, they cancel out. So, therefore, that becomes, ano yun? Okay. Diba? So therefore, di ba remember, the 6 and the 1, the 6x and the 1, they cancel. And then here, we're just left with 3x, di ba? So that becomes 3x, di ba? Because di ba remember, there we still have an x there, di ba? Kasi in the first part, the x's cancel. Dito sa second part, we have 6x times 3, and then 6. The 6 cancels, the x and the 3, they multiply together. So therefore, you have 3x. Dito sa right side, 2 times 6x, di ba remember, 6 and 3, they cancel. You can't cancel out the x. However, it becomes 2x. So therefore, 2 times 2x equals 4x. Equals 4x. Diba? So that is our equation. Now, if we were to write this, it will go like this. 3x plus 6 is equivalent to 4x. We subtract 3x on both sides to make the equation equivalent with each other. Diba? Then, diba remember here, we get 6 equals x. So tama, that's the answer. X equals 6 or 6 equals x. So therefore, the denominator of x is 6. Tama? Kaya that's exactly what I'm telling you here. Kailangan dapat hanapin tayo ng LCD. We can just multiply the denominator so that we can eliminate all the denominators, especially the variable. So to eliminate the variable, we need to find the LCD. So going back to this problem here, what do you think is our LCD here? O pwede ka naman tayo mag-cross multiply. Kasi ito ba remember, if you have something like this, a proportion, pwede tayo mag-cross multiply na agad-agad. Not like the one I showed you kanina, that is a rational equation. Okay, then it's being and the two fractions are being added together. Kaya naman, that's the reason why it is, we have to eliminate the LCD. Here, we have to play the LCD game. Here, either pwede tayo mag-LCD o mag-cross multiply na tayo. Pero for the sake of this one, cross multiplication is the most effective method that we can do. So here on the left side, it's 1 times negative 4. So negative 4 becomes all by itself. Dito, ang square root ng mu ay maging multiply. Diba? So now it becomes negative 15 minus mu times the square root of mu. Diba? Now, remember, just like what I told you, kailangan dapat, ang equation na to, we have 2 mu's. And at the same time, now, the good news is, we already brought all the variables onto one side, onto the numerator surface. So from the denominator, the variables now brought to the surface. Kaya yun ang ginawa namin dito, di ba remember we have an x in the denominator? So we need to bring the variable to the numerator. How do we do that? We need to remove the variable here, di ba? And then the LCD is 6x. So therefore, the 6x, we multiply to all the fractions, and then that will be our new, and then that is how the numerator or the variable will be brought upstairs to the numerator side. Like, di ba remember, we have 6x, so the x's here cancel, and then 6, it's just 6 here. Tapos 6x, the 6 cancels, we have 3x. Dito, the 6 and the 3 cancel, that becomes 2x. So that's how we bring it upstairs. Tama? So yan. Now, our variable's already upstairs. So now, we have another problem. Look, negative 4 is equivalent to 15 minus mu times the square root of mu. We need to get rid of the square root. Kasi nga, diba, remember, we have a square root here. So what can we do to that square root? Kasi nga, kailangan dapat, when we have a rational equation involving square root, kailangan dapat i-eliminate tayo yung square root. Let's say, for example, diba, remember, if you have a review test, it will go like this, diba? It will go like this, diba? 4 plus 5. It will go like this, diba? So therefore, what do we need to do now? Kasi nga, kailangan dapat, we need to eliminate the square root here. Diba? So let's say, for example, if we have this, diba? X plus 5, diba, remember, this becomes 9. And then, taking the square root, it becomes 3. Here, we get, ano to? So yan. So in order for us to do that, kailangan dapat lahat yung mga radical, we need to bring it onto one side. And then after that, we square it, di ba? Kasi nga we have something like this. Di ba remember, mayroon tayong 2 radicals. So we know 4 plus 5 equals 9. And then this becomes 4. This becomes 2. The plus 1 equals 3. So we know that x equals 4. Tama? So to do this, di ba remember, kailangan dapat we need to square both sides. Kaya lang, di ba remember, kailangan dapat we need to, ano yun? We need to set the variable to one side. Kasi nga, anything that has the radical, kailangan dapat i-isolate namin on one side. So therefore, it will become x plus 5, square root of x plus 5, minus square root of x equals 1. So therefore, we have to, we have to apply the squaring method. So we need to square all sides of the equation. So squaring that, remember we square this one will cancel, this one will cancel. And now we're just simply left with x plus 5 plus x equals 1. Diba? Now we have 2x plus 5 equals 1. Diba? Then, remember we cross out now the radical, diba? The radicals already cancel. Diba? And then from there, remember we subtract both sides by 5. So therefore, 2x is equivalent to negative 4. Divide both sides by 2. Therefore, x is equivalent to negative 2. But the equation seems kind of absurd. Pero never mind, I do not know how to do this. Basta I know talaga, kailangan dapat we need to, gets ko na, kasi nga kailangan tayo mag-foil. So yun talaga yung mangyayari dito. So that's why this one, in this situation, kailangan dapat we need to square everything. So kaya nga, that's why nga, this one has to be squared. This one has to be squared in. And this one has to be squared. So when we do that, diba, remember the inverse of a square root is square. Diba? Like for example, diba, remember this one, x plus 5, diba, remember 4 plus 5 is 9. Square root of 9 is 3. Diba? 3. Diba? Then 3 minus 2 is 1. Diba? Or you can simply add 2 to both sides, so therefore you get 3. Then x plus 5, then you square it, that becomes yun nga, 9. Then x plus 5 equals 9, subtract 5 by both sides, and x equals 4. Diba? So therefore, we need to eliminate the radical. So this one cancels, and then here, what we do here we get 16, diba? Then this one, we have negative mu times 15. Later na we simplify. Pero dito, remember, the square root and the square, they cancel. So now we're just left with mu on the right side. Pero here, we have 15 minus mu, 15 minus mu, diba? Kasi diba, remember, this one is being squared. Diba, remember, let's say, for example, if you have something like this, diba? X plus 5 squared. Don't you think it's the same as x plus 5 plus x plus 5 times x plus 5, diba? Then you apply the foiling method. Diba? Let's say, for example, if you input the number here, 2 plus 5, that is 7. And 7 squared is 49. So if you are to do this, the foiling method, 2 times 2 is 4, 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 2 is 10 again, then 5 times 5 is 25. When you add up the numbers, this becomes 45. 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 25, 45, plus 4, 49. So tama, that checks. Now, going back to this equation. So therefore, now let's FOIL our negative 15 mu. Negative mu over times 15. So let's do it here para hindi tayo mahirapan, okay? But I think it would be better if we were to write it like this na lang. Because remember, 15 minus mu is also the same as negative mu plus 15. Just watch your sign. Let's say, di ba remember, just the way I told you, in adding integers, you can now inverse a subtraction, but make sure you keep the negative sign with you. Like for example, if you have 2 na minus 3, that can be the same as negative 3 plus 2. Be sure that this is negative. Di ba remember, this one can be simply interchanged. So 2 plus negative 3. Kasi nga if you have a minus, you can change that to addition, and then make the second addend the opposite integer. Di ba? Just like that. So 2 plus negative 3. It's also the same as negative 3 plus 2, di ba? If you interswap the numbers thanks to commutative property of addition. Tama? So yan. So now let's do the foiling method. So now we do something like this, di ba? So therefore, we have negative mu times 15, di ba? So now we apply the foiling method in this manner. So 15 times 15, that is the inner. Di ba remember, this is the foiling method the normal way. Pero for the sake of some people, if they want to keep things standardized, therefore they can do it like this. Diba? Remember, it's just like multi-digit multiplication. Diba? Like this the ones, this the tens. However, since we are working with binomials and trinomials, therefore, we can multiply it like this. Whatever number has the less degree has to be on one side. Let's say this is the first degree polynomial. The variable with the first degree, this is the one with the 0th degree. Diba? Or which we call the constant. Diba? So it's just like the FOIL method. This is the outer. Diba? Remember, the outer is the variable times variable. Then these two being crossed together are the inner. Diba? And then, diba remember, this is the last. The FOIL. So this is the F, this is the O, this is the I, or the interswap, and this is the L. Tama? But here, since we're doing in this method, kailangan dapat ang L muna. So now let's do 15 times 15. So what's 15 times 15? And the answer is 225. Tama? Then, on this side, we do 15 times negative mu. So 15 times negative mu, that is negative 15 mu. Kasi nga naman, remember, positive times negative is negative. Palatandaan, di ba, remember, just like what I told you, when you multiply integers with different signs, your answer will always be negative. Like, for example, negative 3 times 2, it's 6. It's still the same. Agenda, just multiply the numbers, the normal method. But, keep track of your sign. Okay? So now, we have negative 15 times mu. That is negative 15 mu. Because 15 times mu, di ba, remember there's 1. So it's still 15. But just add mu. And then, remember, positive times negative, edi negative. Di ba? Now, let's go to mu. Negative mu times 15, remember, commutative property of multiplication. That's why it is negative 15 mu still. So it's still like this, di ba? And then, outer, mu times mu is mu squared. Pero negative times negative is positive. Okay? Di ba, remember when I told you when you multiply integers, if you have two negatives, you will always go positive. Like for example, if you have negative 4 times negative 5, 4 times 5 is 20. Pero negative times negative is positive. So back to base. Di ba? Just like if they were still positive, it's always positive. Tama? So yan. So now, and then after that, we are already here, di ba? Now, after that, di ba remember kaya ng multi-digit addition, multiplication, after we're done solving, di ba remember, let's say for example, we have this, 26 times 23. We multiply this first, and then this one. Then the second one, 12, 5. Then after that, we add, di ba? To get the answer. Now here, kailangan dapat i-add. Same pa rin tayo. Kaya sabi ko sa'yo, for the sake of students, if they have a hard time solving the answer using this method, they can do it in this method. And it's much more easier and much more compatible to solve the answer in that method. Okay? So now, we have 225 here. This is negative 30 mu. Kailangan tayo i-add. Then, remember, what's your sign? And then mu squared. So therefore, our equation will look like this. So therefore, we go back to the original equation. We have 16 is equivalent to mu times this formula. Mu squared minus 30 mu plus 225. Diba? So yan. Kasi nga diba remember dito, that is negative mu times plus 15 squared. Dito, nag-remove tayo ng mu. So therefore, we have mu na lang dito. And here's another problem. Kasi po, diba remember, now, we want to simplify everything. So therefore, we need to multiply everything by mu. So therefore, the formula will go something like this. What we're gonna do now is to multiply everything by mu. So keep 16 with you. And then on the left side, we have, remember, mu times mu squared. That's mu cubed. Bakit cube? Dahil nga. Diba remember, kagaya ng sabi ko sa law of exponents, if you have the same base, but you have different exponents, kailangan dapat i-add yung mga exponents. Like for example, if you have 2 squared times 2 squared, 2 cubed times 2 squared, same base. Diba remember, 2 cubed is 8. 2 squared is 4. Then you get 32. And 2 raised to the 5th power is 32. Diba? So you just simply add the exponents to simplify. Kaya nga that becomes mu cubed, diba? Tapos, this becomes negative 30 mu squared. Kasi nga mu times mu is mu squared. So therefore, it becomes something like this, diba? Then, on the constant, it becomes positive 225 mu. Diba? Now, we're on to the thick of things now. Kasi nga, diba remember, sabi ko sa'yo, kailangan dapat i-factor out na. Now, we are now stuck with a cubic equation. Because when we bring the negative 16 to the other side, our equation will go like this. Mu squared minus 30 mu cubed minus 30 mu squared plus 225 mu, and that's equivalent to, and then minus 16 equals 0. Tama? Now, this is the problem now. However, I know talaga, according to the internet, you can split out the two numbers. You can simply factor out. Ibig sabihin, di ba remember sabi ko sa'yo, pwede ka mag-factor out ng mga numbers, and if you think that they're identical, that should be the right numbers for you. So I think this might be a bit tough. Like for example, di ba remember we have negative 30 mu squared. So therefore, that can be simplified to negative 14 and negative 16 mu squared, diba? Added together. Here, that's supposed to be positive 225. That is 224 mu plus 21 mu, diba? That's mu. Kaya that one is a bit tricky. I know talaga that's a complex step. Pero, if I were to check my solution sheet by Microsoft Excel, ito po kasi yung ginawa ko. So, di ba remember the first thing that I did was, ang ginawa ko dito, can you see what I did? Sige, zoom in ko para watch you will get the idea. Sige, wait lang muna tayo So, yan, ito yung ginawa ko. Ang ginawa ko muna dito ay, yun nga, di ba remember the first thing is, I wrote the equation. And as I wrote the equation, it goes like this. We have 15 minus mu. Di ba remember that's the one where we started off kanina, di ba? 15 mu, and then, minus mu, and then divide by 2 divided by the square root of mu is equivalent to negative 2. Then, di ba remember ito yung ginawa ko kanina? Then, we multiply that by both sides by 2 divided by the square root of mu. So, therefore, it will go something like this. Diba? Tapos, we multiply the right side. Ibig sabihin, kailangan tayo mag-simplify ng number. So, therefore, it becomes 15 minus mu is equivalent to negative 4 divided by the square root of mu. Diba? Then, diba remember, we do something like this, and then we multiply both sides by the square root of mu. So, therefore, negative 4 will just be all by itself na lang, and then, negative 15 minus mu times the square root of mu quantity. Diba? And then, after that, diba remember, kailangan dapat, we need to square it. So, the square root of mu is simply just mu. Squared is mu. And then, 15 minus mu squared is this one. And then, diba remember, kailangan tayo mag-square na yun na lahat. Then, after that, kailangan tayo mag-expand ng 15 minus mu squared. And that is how we write it in expanded form. Diba? That's the one I showed you kanina. And that's equivalent to negative 15, and that's the same, diba? Then, after that, kailangan tayo mag-rewrite ng equation. So, therefore, that's the one we are at kanina, diba? Before the step where we got stuck at. At ngayon, diba remember, ito yung kailangan namin gagawin. Kailangan naman i-distribute yung mu. Then, after that, we set the equation to 0. At eto na, this is the equation where we are stuck at. Ngayon, diba remember, what we're gonna do now is, we are going to solve for the value of mu. And we know that it's a quadratic equation. So, kailangan dapat, we need to factor out everything. So, eto na. Kasi nga, diba remember, ito kasi yung ginawa ko. Now, ang ginawa ko dito, kailangan ko, i-rewrite ko yung combined terms to the matching constant. Anong ibig sabihin to? Ibig sabihin, kailangan dapat, I need to rewrite the combined terms. Diba remember when I say combined terms, it is the middle term. Kailangan tayo i-rewrite so that it can match with the constant. Diba? Like ito siya. Diba remember dito, sa squared variable, diba remember you have negative mu squared. So negative 30 mu squared, that is negative 16 mu squared minus negative 14 mu squared. So therefore, if I were to rewrite this, it will look something like this. Diba? So ito talaga yung ibig sabihin ng rewriting. So it will look like something like this. 16 mu squared minus 14 mu squared. Kasi nga kung mag-combine tayo ng like terms, we get negative 30 mu squared. Diba? And then on the middle side, on the normal variable, we have 225 mu. So therefore, 225 mu is equivalent to 224 mu plus the mu. Diba? Yan. Diba? So, yun talaga yung nangyari, diba? So, it will look like something like this. Now, after that, we write the equation in expanded form. Ito na yun. Diba? You remember that's the one I did kanina. So, it says here we get mu cubed minus 16 mu squared minus 14 mu squared plus 224 mu plus mu minus 16 equals 0. And that's the one where we ended up with, diba? So, yun talaga equation namin. Now, the next thing that we need to do is to simply factor out the equation. And how do you factor out the equation? Ganito kasi yun. Di ba remember, kagaya ng sabi ko sa'yo, now, good news, we can factor out na into groups. Kasi di ba remember, just what I told you, pwede tayo mag-factor. If we want to solve for x all by itself, we can factor out. So, now we can simply factor out. So, therefore, in the first part, we have mu squared, mu cubed minus 16 mu squared. So therefore, what is the GCF among these two terms? The GCF is mu squared. So therefore, it's mu squared plus mu minus 16. Diba? So yan. And to double check, mu squared times mu is mu cube. Mu squared times 16 mu times 16 times negative 16 is negative 16 mu. On the second side, diba, remember, you can factor out mu. But I think if I were to interchange this to positive 224 plus mu, pwede pa rin. So, if we were to find the GCF, and that is negative 14, diba? Negative 14 mu, diba? So, therefore, that becomes negative 14 mu. That becomes mu squared, and then this one becomes negative 16. So, kailangan dapat nakamatch siya, di ba? Kailangan dapat kung alin talaga nasa parenthesis ay kailangan mag-match. Di ba? So, therefore, we have negative 14 times mu times mu, it's this, di ba? 14 times 1 is 1, mu times mu is u squared. Negative times positive is negative. Dito, that's supposed to be 224, di ba? And then, mu. Pero this one is negative. Positive. So, kailangan negative times negative. Di ba? Next, and then on the right side, we have mu minus 16. So, mu minus 16. So, tama. So, those are the possible factors. So, the possible factors are mu squared minus 14 mu times mu minus 16. But, I like to get the one that is easier. So, therefore, this is the one we want to get. So, therefore, what's our mu? Our mu is 16. So, now let's double check with the equation to see if this is correct. So, remember, we have here 15 minus 16 divide by, remember, we have, what's the value of this? This is 2 divided by the square root of 16, diba? So, simplifying the numbers, 15 minus 16 is negative 1. And then this one, remember here, square root of 16 is simply 2/4. And negative 1 over 1 divided by 2/4, that's the same as 1 times 4 over 2. Diba? So, tama, that becomes negative 4 over 2. And negative 4/2 is simply negative 2. So, therefore, that is the answer. So, tama. We went back to original equation and therefore, that is the answer. Okay? Now, eto na yun. To show you my solution sheet, eto yun. So, you factor out mu squared and mu minus 16. So, yun na yun, diba? So, yun talaga yung nangyari. Tapos, on the second group, eto na, di ba? So, yan. So, that is correct. Then, if mu equals 16, kailangan tayo mag-verify if it's true. So, it's type here, standardize 15, that is x, 16, mu, 2 times the square root of 16, and then, remember, that's our standard deviation. And if it's equivalent to negative 2, that is correct. We type correct if it's correct, and then try again if it's false. And did we get it right? We got correct. So that is the answer. So therefore, what is our mu? The sample age is, the average age is 16 years of age. So remember to get that answer right, okay? Because when we get to the subsequent answers or questions, you must keep that answer with you. Kagaya ng sabi ko sa iyo, if you get them wrong, therefore all your answers are completely wrong. Okay?